Merry Christmas Eve. Is that how you say it? Or Happy Christmas Eve? I don't even know how to say it, but hello, everybody. I'm checking in with you guys, see how you guys are doing. I'm here with family, and hopefully, you guys are with family as well, enjoying your evening. Tomorrow's Christmas, and hopefully, you guys are having a great day. So, I thought I'd check in with you guys and see how you guys are doing. Okay, so try to answer any questions you guys might have before Santa comes. So give it a couple minutes. Let see if anybody logs on. See if anybody's here. Vianita Carrillo. Merry Christmas Eve. Michael Bays. Hello. Mike Laurie. Hello. Yin's Life. Hello. XOXO. Merry Christmas Eve. Rosemary Baez. Merry Christmas. Monarch Blue. Merry Christmas. Linda Orte. Origel. Origel? Origel? Origel, right? I think. Merry Christmas. Sissy64. Merry Christmas to everybody. Silvana Goss is in Massachusetts. It's cold over there, I bet. Padilla, Merry Christmas. Sandra Prayer, Merry Christmas. Joaquin Sierra, Merry Christmas, brother. Lola Beltran, you're so amazing. I'm not that amazing, but Merry Christmas, Lola. I appreciate you. Joe Boo is in Pomona, California. Thanks for coming on in, Joe Boo. Ana Lee Silva is in Brazil. Wow, cool. Thanks for logging on. Luisa Mantilla. Hello, Luisa. Appreciate you logging on. Gabriel Cruz. Thank you, Gabriel. I appreciate you. Hopefully, you're having a great time with your family. Christopher Green, Merry Christmas. Vianita Carrillo, awesome. Yay. Guadalupe Figueroa, Merry Christmas. Steph, Merry Christmas. So hopefully you guys are spending time with family. I know I am. It's a little bit loud. Hopefully it's not too loud. Hopefully you guys are able to hear me. But I'm here with family and just hanging out. I just finished eating dinner, so I'm gonna have some coffee. It's barely, what time is it here in Phoenix? It's 7:48 here in Phoenix. So it'll be a while before midnight arrives, right? So just hanging out. Hopefully you guys are having a good time, a fun time with your family, surrounded by family. I just thought I'd log on and say hi to you guys. So I appreciate the 65 people that are in here. Um, Deandra Ben, hello, Merry Christmas. Edgar Figueroa is in Fort from Arvin, California. Hello, us never them. Merry Christmas Eve. Joker, how you doing, Joker? Kevin Showalter is in Southeast LA. Belinda Luna, hello. Gabriel Cruz, all right. Ana Maria Gomez, Merry Christmas. Sam Skyrider, Merry Christmas. Michael Bays is in Middleton, Ohio. You're a Buckeye, yay. Guadalupe Figueroa, what does your family think about what you do, Art? They support me 100%, Guadalupe. I've had addiction in my family, so we're familiar with that lifestyle, unfortunately. Omar Phillips is in Baltimore. Sam Skyrider says he got my presents all out under the tree for my family. Awesome, Sam. Great provider. Michelle, Merry Christmas. Thank you. Sam has to work tomorrow all day. Got to make that money. Got to got to pay for those presents, right? Ms. K. It's almost 9 in Dallas, Texas. Thank you for logging on. Ruby Renova. I always mess up her pronunciation of her last name, and I apologize, Ruby. Feliz Navidad. I appreciate you, Ruby. You're awesome. Consuelo Jackson. God bless you, Consuelo. Thank you. I appreciate you logging on. Sam Skyrider is in Mesa. Joker is in Compton, California. Janan, Hello, Merry Christmas. Yin's Life, thumbs up, brother. Absolutely. Jose Rayas, Merry Christmas. Appreciate you. Omar Phillips, all the way in Baltimore. Lola Beltran, thank you for absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you. Christopher Green is in Surprise. Thanks for logging on all the way in Surprise. Like an hour and a half away from here. I'm in Maricopa right now. Guadalupe Figueroa says, I watch you because my brother is currently in rehab. He's my younger brother. He's 26. I'm 27. Prayers for your brother, Guadalupe. I hope that he is successful in his fight for sobriety. So I'll pray for your brother. Keep me updated. And I'm sure he'll overcome his battles. Okay. So keep supporting him. Peace, love, and who cares all the way in Colorado. Richard Flowers, thank you, Richard. I appreciate you. Although he's all the way in Santa Maria, California, the 805 area code. Melissa is in Baltimore. Padilla, God bless you. From Kirkland, New Mexico. Thank you, Padilla. I appreciate you. Fernanda Lewis, Merry Christmas. Many blessings to you and your family. Fernanda, thank you for logging on. Mike J623, Merry Christmas, Mike. I appreciate you. Posted in the Cut is in San Bernardino County, actually. Thanks for logging on. Padilla, Bill Murray. Thank you, Bill. Thank you very much. BR, I'm not sure how to fix the home, but you are bringing awareness to this. Thank you. I appreciate you. Yeah, I don't have all the answers, but bringing awareness is so key because if you don't know about something going on, you have to raise awareness, raise the alarm bells, right? So thank you. Christine Barrios, Feliz Navidad from Brooklyn, one of the five boroughs in New York. Janan, my uncle Arturo Zamorano watches your videos, but he never leaves comments. But he really loves your videos. Janan, you know what? Actually, I've seen Arturo Zamorano. I've seen him comment recently. So, Janan, I appreciate you logging on, and I appreciate your uncle Arturo, my tocayo, logging on and commenting. That's awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you guys. Coolness must run in Janan's family. Jennifer Romero, Merry Christmas. Guadalupe, thank you so much. That made me so emotional, made my night, and having such a great day, but not letting my day being ruined by others. Stay positive, Guadalupe. Life is rough, life is hard. People will bring you down. Surround yourself with positivity, and especially as we enter in 2023, right? Trying to have a better year than we had this year, and don't surround yourself with negativity. Rob D, what's up, Rob D? My wife passed away back in 2013 from an OD. I only wish I could have been more of a support system for her. I feel I let her down. I miss her and love her so much. Michael Bays, my condolences for the passing of your wife. That's unfortunate. Don't blame yourself. Honor her memory by living the rest of your life remembering her and honoring her. And thank you for sharing, Michael. You're not alone. You're amongst family. So thank you, Michael. Lighthouse Girl is in Ontario, Canada. It has to be freezing there. It has to be. I'm wearing this and it's like freaking, I don't even know, 60 degrees. I don't know how cold it is right now, but I'm wearing this. I'm going to tell you. Lighthouse Girl, it is 55 degrees. I'm a little cold. So it has to be colder in Canada. Stay warm. Keith Martz, Merry Christmas, Keith. I appreciate you logging on. Alyssa is in Bakersfield, California. Feliz Navidad. Thank you for logging on, Alyssa. Alyssa, Scottish Lassie. Merry Christmas from Scotland. It's 2:53 a.m. in Scotland. Scottish Lassie. So thank you, Scottish Lassie, checking in from Scotland. Merry Christmas to you because it's officially Christmas in Scotland, 2:53 a.m. That's awesome. Guadalupe Figueroa, I wish we had someone like you here in LA. I think either LA or Louisiana, I'm not sure. But Guadalupe, maybe that has to be you. Maybe that's you. You're the person that has to make awareness and talk to people and create a community around your area, in your city. It doesn't have to be somebody else. It could be you. Start locally. Start with your family. Start with your friends by just having conversations. Silvana Goss, I think we are Capricorns. Padilla, 7 years in recovery and going strong with prayer and God. I couldn't have done it without my family and prayers. Padilla, congratulations on your 7 years of recovery. Keep going. And while you're staying on that path, pay it forward. Create awareness. Let other people know that they can get out of that mess, that lifestyle, that life is better on this side, right? The sober side. So, congratulations, Padilla. Thank you for sharing your story. Smokies AZ Projects. Hello from Phoenix, Arizona. Thanks for logging on, Smokey. Most beautiful woman on earth. Merry Christmas. BR, have you ever felt you were in danger making these videos? No, I have not. Life is dangerous, and driving in the streets of Phoenix is very dangerous every single day. Just driving, we don't have the best drivers, so I'm good. I say my prayers every day, and I eat my spinach every day, so we're good. How is Carla doing? I haven't seen her since the day of the haircut. I probably won't see them until next weekend. That's probably when I'll see them on Friday or Saturday. So stay tuned. Samantha Omer, what made you do this great show? I watch frequently. Feliz Navidad. Merry Christmas, Feliz Navidad to you, Samantha Omer. What made you do this? What made me do this? I've had family go through addiction, suffer addiction. So I'm just trying to understand it. I'm trying to I saw all these youngsters smoking these blues. I didn't know what blues were. I did research. I Googled it. I asked questions. I started talking to them, and I said, if I didn't know what blues were or what they are, what fentanyl, where they're coming from, then how many other people don't know, right? So I took it upon myself to kind of help raise the alarm, prevention through awareness, because I saw a lot of young people out there. So that's kind of how I started. Chris Cross, Merry Christmas Eve. La Gilbertona, Merry Christmas to the 602 family. Absolutely. Love and respect from Fresno, California. You've got a great street ministry. Art blessings. Fresno Bulldogs. Valvina China Ruiz. Thank you for logging on, Valvina, all the way from Fresno. I appreciate you. Joker, much love. Art, you and your family have a blessed Merry Christmas. Absolutely, Joker. The same to you and your family. Thank you for logging on. Silvana Gas, 9 degrees. Oh my goodness, I can't imagine that. 9 degrees. 9 degrees. The coldest it was ever for me was like 30 some degrees when I went to boot camp for the Navy. That was freezing. I thought I was about to die. I survived. I lived. Raymond Guzman, Merry Christmas from East LA, the Guzman family in the house. Absolutely. Merry Christmas to the Guzman family. Thank you for logging on, Raymond. Shirley is in Visalia, California. Merry Christmas, Shirley. Lighthouse Girl, we are having a major snowstorm for the last 2 days. I'm sorry, Lighthouse Girl, that you're going through that. Stay warm, light a fire, light a candle, do something. I don't know what you guys do to, for crazy snow. I've never been in one. I lived in Phoenix most of my life. Saludos desde Suecia. Merry Christmas from Kefka. Suecia. So I think that's Greece, right? I think. I think that means Greece in Spanish. I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. Tom, Merry Christmas. I appreciate you. Ashley Morales, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Janan, God's watching over me and you, Janan, and your family and all of us here. Okay, so thank you. Baby 702, how many people that you know have gotten clean off blues? It almost seems impossible. A few, unfortunately, only a few. A lot of people don't reach out to me when they do get clean, so I'm sure there's more out there. I've interviewed so many people in the past 2 years. It's been hundreds. Gosh, I want to say like 600 people, or around 600 people. That's a lot of people, and unfortunately, when they're I don't hear all the time when they're in recovery or they're sober, and I don't hear on the opposite end. When they're no longer here, they're not with us, they're not among us, they've passed. I don't always hear that. So that's really sad. So when you guys ask me like, "Where's this person? Where's this person? Where's this person?" Have you seen this person? An update on this person? I don't know where they're at. I haven't seen them. They might be in recovery. They might be they might have moved to a different state, or so Rhonda Zaragoza, Merry Christmas. Thank you, Janan. I appreciate you. Light Bright, never caught you live, but hey, love the videos. I appreciate you, Light Bright. Thank you. Us liking his videos helps YouTube push out his videos, so smash that like button for our friend Art. Absolutely. Thank you. Yes. Smash it, break it. Being yeah. Gypsy, hello, how are you? Thanks for logging on. Somebody send a La Gilbertona, something about Sweden. Suecia is Sweden. Shoot, I don't know, man. I have to Google it. Suecia. You guys are making me Google this. Suecia. Sweden. Yes. Sorry about that. What did I say? Greece? I was off. Suecia is actually Sweden. So it's cold over there, and I think you guys make chocolates. So my fault. George, music for all four seasons. Thank you, George. Merry Christmas. I appreciate you. Janan, I'm glad your power is back. So stay warm. Why is this called? I apologize. I haven't changed it. I must have not changed the thing. My apologies. That's what it was. When I logged on, so there's like this new app that I got for the like 2 weeks ago, I think, and I'm still kind of figuring it out, obviously. So if that's what it's labeled, it's because I didn't change it from the last one. So I was by accident. So I'll have to fix that somewhere. I don't know. I don't even know where it's at. So I apologize. I'll fix that later. Lynn Garcia is in San Francisco. Thank you. Via Puerto Rico. Awesome. It's Sweden. Yes. Sorry about that. I messed up. George, Music for All. Thank you for the super sticker, George. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Fan character wearing sunglasses with fireworks appearing on all the lenses. Awesome. Thank you, George. I appreciate you. Laura, haha. Hello, Art. It's Laura. Merry Christmas. Hey, Laura, how are you? Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. Do you make videos full time? I do not actually have a job. I have a career. I've been at the same company for 15 years. I'm in management in the insurance industry. I work for an excellent company. I'm blessed, and highly favored. And this is like part time, I guess you would consider, even though sometimes it looks like it's full time. But I get a joy. So I love my job. I love my career. But then I also love what I do with the with Lost in Phoenix. It's really rewarding. Makes me happy. Like for example, dropping off Andon yesterday at the center was amazing. Right, hearing him, I let him borrow my phone to talk to his mom, who he hadn't talked to. He told me he hadn't talked to her in 2 months, so he's sad and he's like happy that he's able to talk to her while I'm driving him to get food. And I asked him, "When's the last time you ate?" He's like, "Man, you know what? I don't even know." So that was sad, you know. And I go, "How old are you?" Man, I just turned 19. Yesterday was my birthday. Unfortunately, I was locked up. I was locked up for the past 3 days, and you know, I consider him my friend now. I can't wait to get an update from him. He seems like a really genuine, kind-hearted young man that just took the wrong path, made a wrong choice. But he's smart enough to understand that he has full control of his future, and he has to make better decisions to overcome his current obstacles. So I think he's awesome. What happened to Sabas and ex Angel Ramirez? Angel, I just talked to Saba's mom. Her name is Angela or Angelita. I talked to her on the phone yesterday. She's doing good. They're working. They're happy. He's doing good. He's working, keeping busy. He wants to get another job. So it was a good update that I heard over the phone from her. Mercy, his ex, I don't know. I haven't seen her at all since the last interview, which was over a year ago, I believe. So, but prayers for Mercy. Hopefully, she's doing better. Prayers for Sabas. May he continue on the right path that he's currently on of sobriety. Saint Martinez, we have a small group that gathers clothes, makes food for homeless, and pray for them, especially when they are asked. Blessings to you, Saint Martinez, or maybe it's St. Martinez in Fresno, California. Keep helping your humanity, right? Our lost brothers and sisters are out there in the street, cold, hungry, confused, no support. So continue to do that. Maybe it'll help them. Have you seen or talked to Isaac? Been a while since he posted an update. I seen that young man like about 3 weeks ago, and he said he was doing good. He was carrying a box of pizza that he got from I forgot what pizza place. Somebody had given him that box of pizza, and he didn't want to talk to me for whatever reason. So that I get that a lot. Some people sometimes they don't want to talk because they don't feel well, or they're in a hurry because they're busy. So he's still out there. Luis Herrera, that's a nice hat. I think it's a nice hat too, right? So it's a snapback hat and has the logo 602 Lost in Phoenix. I love it. I love it. It was a gift from an anonymous subscriber. So thank you for the gift. This is my Christmas present. Also, one of my subscribers, friend of mine, Laura. She gave me a cool basket. Laura, it's here somewhere. I have it. It's a little Grinch basket. So thank you, Laura. I appreciate you. You are awesome. I am blessed to be surrounded by a great community, a great family, Lost in Phoenix family. I appreciate you guys very much. You guys are awesome. Shoot, I'm missing all your comments. I'm sorry. Ruth Martinez, Merry Christmas Eve to you y tu familia. Art, God continue to bless your ministry. Absolutely, Ruth. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Having a blast surrounded by my family. I just ate. I'm happy. I'm going to get some coffee because it's barely 8:10 and I got to hang till midnight. So I'm gonna drink some coffee and some cake. But I hope you're having a great. All of you guys are having a great time with your family, and thank you for spending some of your time here with me. There's 140 of you, 137 of you right now in this room. So that's awesome. You guys make me feel special. Mutt, Mutt, Mutt. God bless you and what you do. Thank you, Mutt, Mutt. I appreciate you. I do not have any merchandise right now. Maybe I'll do that in 2023. It's really hard with merchandise because it's that's like I think if I did this like 100%, like this is my job, like right, YouTube or Lost in Phoenix, then I would have all that stuff. It's just really hard, right? Because I have a full time job and the videos, interviewing people, and then merch. You got to mail stuff out and organize that, and it's really hard, right? But again, this is a gift from a subscriber, so it's a really cool gift. I love it. I love my hat. It's like I guess they're called truckers hats or mesh hats or I don't know what they're called, but it's a cool hat. I love it. They wanted to remain anonymous, so thank you very much. I love my hat. I'm wearing it right now. Um, I love the color red. That's my favorite color. I just think it looks cool, and if I ever get more hats, I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know where to get them. Okay, so thank you guys for liking my hat because I like it too. It's funny. Um, Jorge Aguilar, no, I'm good. I appreciate your concern though. Gypsy, I have not checked. I have not checked. I've been busy with family. I'll be checking, gosh, probably, well, definitely not tomorrow. Most likely on what, Monday? Yeah, on Monday. Hire Miggs and Carla for the merch shop. Andrew Cortez, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. So, uh, so, Andon. So Andon was a cool story. I spent a couple hours with him the other day. Was it yesterday? My goodness, I think it was yesterday, right? That I spent. Yeah, it was yesterday when I posted that. Time has been going by so fast; it's really hard to keep track. Yeah, it was yesterday, right? Cassie, what do you guys think about Cassie? Cassie is out there suffering. She's a little detached from reality, unfortunately. But prayers for her, and that she's safe out there. And she was talking about all the dangers, things that she's experienced in life, the traumas that she's gone through, the trauma that she was telling me about the trauma she's experienced being on the street, right, where people want to attack her and take her and do all these horrible things. So it's heartbreaking. Um, what do you guys think about Lulu? Lulu, I want to say thank you guys to the Lost in Phoenix family here on YouTube. You guys are a lot more mature than on TikTok. On TikTok, I post like a snap, like 30-second, 45-second little videos, like the beginning of the videos, and I say, hey, come to YouTube to watch the whole video, right? So the bad thing about TikTok is a lot of like kids, a lot of immaturity. Um, you'll have people that watch a 30-second snippet and they think they know everybody's story, right? And they comment as such, right? And so it's like odd, TikTok and YouTube are like two different worlds to me, So it's kind of odd when I post stuff on that, but on there, but it's just really sad. Lulu doesn't want help. Lulu, do you want me to take you to the hospital? No, I'm busy. My mom's gonna take me. Um, I don't want to go. She just told me no. She's told me every excuse in the book, and so she just doesn't want to go. So TikTok people say, "Oh, the healthcare system, it's expensive. It's you need free healthcare," and they make it all political. I'm like, hold on, time out. Look, she doesn't want to go, right? And I can't force her. Like, or you'll have people like just random people like, "Hey, dude, why don't you take her?" And I go, because she doesn't want to go. You know, do I take her by force? Because that's illegal, right? So I don't know what country you're from, but you can't do that here in America. That's, in Arizona, that's a kidnapping, or I don't know what I'd be charged with, but it's a felony. And if she doesn't want to go, I'm not going to force her in my vehicle and take her, right? So um, in America, you have the freedoms. We value our freedoms, and so you're free to be high. You're free to make decisions. Here, if an ambulance shows up and says, "Hey, do you want to go with us?" She has the right to refuse medical treatment. Right? All of us do. Cops know her name out there. The police know her name. They see her every single day. Why don't they take her? Because it's against the law, right? She has to break the law or be harming herself. Is she harming someone or harming herself? Is she harming herself? That's like it's a fine line. That's why the police haven't taken her in yet, right? So we Americans hold our freedoms very dearly, right? We value that more than anything, and she has the right, the freedom to choose medical treatment or not, and she's choosing no medical treatment for the past 4 or 5 months now. So you guys, I think you guys understand that it like people on TikTok is like a whole different crowd, man. The IQ level drops on TikTok for some reason. Lou, thank you very much, Lou. I appreciate you. You are awesome. I think you said your name is Louise, right? I think. I'm sorry if I got that wrong. Conservative Umi, the crisis team. Ruth Martinez taking some warm tamales and champurrado to some of the homeless. It's cold outside, and I decided to take them a few tamalitos y chocolate. You're so nice, Ruth. Thank you very much. Potpourri. Hello, Merry Christmas. Jasmine Gonzalez, good evening. Lulu makes me so sad. She has to be in so much pain. Yes, Jasmine. Yeah, she. That has to hurt, right? That has to hurt. That has to be painful. And I think of two things: how resilient the human body is, right? After watching Blake for 6 months, right? The human body is very resilient. It fights back. It fights for survival, right? So that's the number one thing I take from Lulu and Blake. And the second thing I take from Lulu is the power of addiction, the power of these pills. These pills are so strong that she's willing to be away from her children for the past couple years. She's willing to. She's already been ran over, right? She already got ran over in the streets a couple years ago. Both of her legs were broken. They put titanium rods in her legs, right? And 4 or 5 months ago is when she was walking with the heavy suitcase, and on her left leg, the titanium rod just kind of split in half, and so she's been walking like that ever since. So, but the addiction doesn't let her. So people ask, why doesn't she go to hospital? Again, TikTok people, and no insurance. Her family doesn't care. You know, you just interview her but don't help her. All this like silly nonsense, right? The fact is that in America, any one of us, if we walk into an emergency room with an injury, they have to treat us. It doesn't matter if it doesn't matter. It's just a federal law that they have to treat you. So she would be treated. She would get health care. The problem is that she doesn't want health care, right? She doesn't. She it's painful, right? But maybe it's more painful to be without the drug, right? So sad. Melissa Felix, have you ever talked one on one with Carla? So so I'll address. I've talked about this in the past, Melissa, and thank you for asking the question. I've talked about this. So one time, I was looking for them. I was driving, and Carla was in a shopping cart. Okay, in a shopping cart. Okay, on one side of the street. Miggy was on the other side of the street at the store. Right. So I said, "Hey, Carla, what's up? How are you? I've never seen you alone before. How are you doing? Can I help you?" And she goes, she stood up and she's like, Miggy, like she wasn't like scared of me, but she didn't want to talk to me like alone, right? She reached out to Miggy. She wanted Miggy to talk, right? She wanted Miggy to be present. So people ask, why don't you talk to her? Because she doesn't want. First off, she's an introvert. She's introverted. She's shy. She doesn't like talking. So that's number one. And the second thing is that was a great example of if she was in danger or being abused, any person that's in an abusive situation would have just jumped in the vehicle and, hey, get me out of here, right? But that didn't happen. So that's why I tell you guys that from my perspective, she's happy in her situation, right? And happy, I use that loosely, but she's content in her living situation. I've offered to take her to her mom. I even I say, hey, here's my phone. Do you want to call your mom? Sometimes that doesn't happen. Most of the time, that doesn't happen. I think it's because she doesn't want to hear her mom tell her the same thing, right? Hey, come over here and leave him, and this. She doesn't want to hear that, so I think she says no. So sad. It's sad when thinking about that stuff. So what do you do? There's only so much I can do, right? Lulu has to help Lulu. Carla has to help Carla, right? Migs has to help Migs. It has to start with them. I can help them a little bit, right? I can take them. I can. So Andon, right? He asked me, right? Hey, well, he said you want to go to treatment. I said, can I drop you off? He said, yeah. I offered, right? But it has to be his choice. I can't decide that for him. I can help him by taking him, right? I can help Andon by buying him lunch, right? By being his friend, right? By giving him encouraging words, by letting him borrow my phone to call his mom. That's how I can help him. But he has to help himself to go to treatment, right? Lulu has to help herself to go to treatment, right? So I get that all the time on on the immature side on TikTok. Help her. Don't just interview her. Help them, Migs and Carla. Help them. Don't just interview them. And that's based off a 30-second little snippet that they see. Those silly. But I have to be compassionate and understanding, and realize that their IQ level is on the lower side, and just pray for them to get better. Jackson Causey, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Melissa Felix, thank you for answering. You're welcome, Melissa. Melissa, I appreciate your question. Thanks. Chris Ortega. Carla wants to be with Migs. It's not him forcing her. He protects her. Miggy is a gentle soul with a mental illness or disability appears. Yes, that's exactly how I would label it, right? So it's a dysfunctional relationship. He has mental illness. I don't know what it is because I'm not a professional, but I think he's suffering some from. It's more emotional trauma, behavioral issues, and Carla being there. You know, she's a witness to his illness, and I'm hoping that they decide to get treatment before bad stuff happens to them. But people will say, why do you keep interviewing them? They don't want to go to treatment. Why do you keep interviewing them? Because I'm planting seeds, right? So you can't plant a seed today and tomorrow it bears fruit. It's a gradual process before it bears fruit, right? So if Miggs were to get arrested, who would Carla possibly call, right? So think that her mom is in Mexico, right? She can't come to this country. She was deported 2 years ago. So who might Carla help ask for help, right? That's why it's important to build trust, rapport, and keep open lines of communication. That gotta keep that bridge open in case she needs it, right? So and maybe they'll shock me one day and say, hey, you know what, we've been thinking about it. We appreciate people giving us haircuts and giving us clothing. We're ready to change our lives. That could happen, right? Andon shocked the heck out of me yesterday. He shocked me. I wasn't expecting that, but he allowed me to take him to treatment. Will he complete treatment? I'm hoping he does, right? But he took a big first step by being transparent, admitting to his issues, and asking for help. Most people, the great majority of people, don't do that. So maybe Miggs and Carla will do that one day. Monica Senna, what you said is so true. Speaking from experience, Monica, I hope you're doing better, Monica. So thank you. I appreciate you. Cheryl Culbertson, Merry Christmas, Cheryl. Thank you. Gypsy, y'all have a Merry Christmas. My son just got into town, so we are going to open some gifts. This is my sober son for a year and a half. I am one blessed mother. Gypsy, thank you very much for logging on. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Congratulations to your son for being sober a year and a half. Tell him to keep going. Thank you, Gypsy. Sarah Sierra, Merry Christmas to you and your family. I'm grateful for you. Thank you, Sarah. You're awesome. Please stay safe out there, and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Uh, be talking soon because me and Billy are thinking about going to Albuquerque in January or February. So, Sarah, thank you for logging on. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas again. Leticia Lopez, have you heard anything about Monique? I hope she's doing good. I've interviewed a few Monique, so I'm not which one you're. I don't know which one you're talking about. Anita Sweet Art. I hope you have a good Christmas. I will be listening as I fall asleep. Thank you for doing God's work, Anita. Thank you for logging on. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Prayers for you, Anita. You're my hero today, as I know you're battling cancer. So everybody, please include Anita Sweet in your prayers. She's a tough one that's looking to defeat cancer very soon. Melissa Felix, very true. They need to want help and be ready. Tyra Nicole, have a Merry Christmas and thank you for all you do. I admire TF out of you. Tyra, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Jackson Causey, have you heard from Faith since your last update? I have not heard from Faith, haven't seen her. Hopefully she's okay. That dude with the long hair that got the sleeping bag, his grandmother commented, said she's been looking for him. Not sure if you've seen the comment. I forget his name though. Yeah, his name is Aztec, or that's what he wants to be called. The grandmother, we went back and forth on the comments. She knows where he's at. She knows where where he's at. But she also commented that she doesn't have a vehicle, and she's not in that area. So yeah, it's sad. Rachel Carrillo, former addict, so I support what you do. Merry Christmas. Rachel, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Congratulations on your sobriety. Keep paying it forward by educating others and letting them know that recovery is possible. So, thank you, Rachel, for logging on. I appreciate you so very much. Sandra Prayer, is Mig's mother also on the street? Yes. Mig's mom has a tent right next to his tent. Yes. Thank you, Lou. I appreciate you. Anthony Sanchez, Hope Faces doing good with his job. I think he is. He seems so proud and so grateful to receive the blessing, the opportunity to earn a living, be a man and independent, right? Somebody gave him a chance. It doesn't matter what he looked like, it doesn't matter the decisions he's made in the past. A company here in Phoenix said, you know what, we're going to give you a chance, man. Come on, come pay what does he do it's a company that puts those white lines on the street, right, the pavement. So that's awesome, right? Sometimes people just need an opportunity to showcase their talents, what they're able to do, to be independent and don't have to go out to the street and do things that got him in trouble to begin with. So he said his prayers were answered, and he's abundantly grateful, and I think that's so cool. Dear Lord, is Mig's mom on drugs too? Well, I've never seen her, but I've seen her out there. You know, I know who she is. Um, I've never seen her consuming, but it, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. George Briseño, Merry Christmas, George, to you and your family. Thank you for logging on. Rebecca Herod, have you seen Viviana and her boyfriend Angel? They have a little girl and a baby boy. I think the kids are living with her mom. I have not seen them since the last interview, like 3, 4 months ago or whatever. So hopefully they're doing better. But they were out there 3, 4 months ago. Monique Vargas, she had a boyfriend who was or is addicted. Really beautiful girl. Mm, doesn't ring a bell, honestly. I'm sorry. Merry Christmas to you, Leticia. Tarvis Mayweather, is it cold outside at night? I know it is, but how the homeless stay warm, survive outside. It's like 55 degrees here in Phoenix area. How do they stay survive? Man, people have told me that when they're under the influence, that they don't feel it as much. That's what people have mentioned to me. So I'm not sure. Has to be tough. Michael Trevino, Merry Christmas, bro. Keep up the good work. Coming to you from San Bernardino. God bless. Michael, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you for logging on. I appreciate you. 148 people. Thank you. Oh my goodness, I've been on here for 49 minutes. I don't know why time goes by really fast talking to you guys, but I'm gonna change the title. Um, the title stayed on. Like I have this new app, new program on here, and I'm learning to figure it out. So I apologize about the title. It was the same title from the last live. So I just got to figure out how to change it. I'll have to change it when I finish recording. So I apologize if I confused you guys. Kale babies or Cali babies. Merry Christmas. God bless you. Irene Ibarra. Merry Christmas, Irene. Bless you and your family, Irene. I appreciate you logging on. Art, did you catch on your interview with the guy with all the devil tattoos and the Jason shirt? He was rambling about his family. When you asked him about family, he said his dad. Um, yeah, um, I did catch that. Trauma, right? There's a lot of trauma that people experience that causes them to come out here to the street. So prayers for that young man, and hopefully he can deal with that trauma. Sometimes people don't know how to cope with trauma, and so they revert to something to numb the pain. I think coping skills should be taught in school. Coping skills should be taught by parents. Sometimes, parenting is hard sometimes, and so parents don't know how to be parents sometimes, and children look for that guidance and that help, and sometimes they go to the wrong source for that. So just unfortunate all the way around. Always blessed. 214. God bless you, Art. You are really an angel. I'm not. I promise you, I'm not. Stay blessed, Art. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you. Always blessed. 214. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Central California is my home for Lou J 2020J. Thank you, Ruth. I appreciate it. Gina Dietla. Merry Christmas, Gina. Thank you for logging on. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Gina. Thanks. G Blaze 45. Merry Christmas to everyone. Merry Christmas to you, G Blaze. Hopefully, you guys are all on the nice list, right, for 2022. 2023 is around the corner. What resolutions do you guys have? So I don't really do the resolution thing, but we'll go with it right now. Okay. So my resolution for 2023 is two things. Go to the gym more. Okay. Go to the gym. And the second thing is no more people passing away that I've interviewed. Okay. This year has been a rough year. Blake, Kat, Diana, who else? Manuel. That's rough. That's a lot of people in one year, right? And I'm sure I'm missing a few others, and those are just the ones that I know. So if those two resolutions happen, then it'll be a great 2023. So what are your guys' resolutions? No resolutions. I'm the only one with resolutions. Gabby, yes, that was what May. Yeah, Gabby, man, sad. Monica, Mona, yeah, Mona. Gosh, it's a lot of people. You know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a list, and I'm gonna make like a video, like a recording where I just talk, kind of honor their memory. So I'll try to do that before the end of the year. So that's sad. Lou, my resolution is to work out more, try to vacation, and trust God more. Absolutely, that's a great resolution, Lou. You could do it. Praying more. That's a great resolution. I need to do that too. Eat healthier. I need to do that too. My goodness, you guys are talking to me. You guys know me. Not macho or nacho. What does that say? Macho. Hey Art, you should rent a room downtown Phoenix for the fireworks and gunshots. It would make good footage. I probably won't be doing that, macho. Um, but yeah, it's been a really tough year. That's for sure, man. Let's make 2023 better for us, for your families, for society, for the world. It's getting really crazy out there. I don't know what. those 2 years that we were locked up with COVID, I think that affected people emotionally and mentally, and just when things got back to normal, people weren't normal. They had emotional and mental issues going on, and everybody has short tempered now. And I don't know if it's the vaccination. They putting some in the vaccinations, but something's going on, man. I don't know what it is, but do you, I find it really weird that the government doesn't talk about this epidemic with these blues, right? It's so weird that they don't talk about it, right? The border is wide open. That's where it's coming from, right? They don't talk about it. The politicians don't go into down there to address the issue. They just allow to come on in. I thought people's life mattered, right? I thought it mattered, but it really doesn't, because it doesn't. It's all political, man. It's weird. Gina, can I make some shirts with the same logo on your hat? Absolutely. You could do whatever you want, Gina. I'm okay with it. I never got COVID. I did get COVID for like a week. That sucked. It wasn't fun. Jose Reyes, his resolution is drink less. That's a really good resolution. I don't drink a lot. I'll have a beer once in a while. I don't drink a lot, so I'm good there. Jasmine Gonzalez, you would think it matters. Yeah, you would think it would matter, but it really, I don't think it does to the politicians, right? The ones that it should matter. So it's kind of sad. Shout out to all the churches I see out there. I see churches, and I see good, um, just regular people go out there. They park, they open their trunk, and they're handing out food to people. So God bless those people. And they do it for the right reasons. Um, that and I've seen the same people do it on a regular basis. And you know what? They appreciate it, right? The people that are on the streets, they really appreciate it. They say thank you. Um, they would never harm them. So I think that's really cool that they go out there and just start handing out food. So that's awesome. What they should talk about is the pharmaceutical companies that made billions and got all people hooked. So the pills here in Phoenix, right, are not coming from the pharmacies. They're not coming from doctors. You know, did it start with the doctors and the pharmaceuticals like 10 years ago, 8 years ago, 7 years ago? Probably, right? But the cartels have been making these pills, these counterfeit fentanyl pills, for the past 5, 6, 7, 8 years, right? I can give you a long list of doctors that are in prison right now because they were giving out prescription pills, like the real Percocets, the real oxycodones, the real opiates. They were handing those out, like, basically they were drug dealers, basically doctors, right? Well, those guys are in jail. That's not really happening anymore. I mean, at the level that it was happening 10 years ago, right? The pills today are all counterfeit pills, right? Everybody they interview, right, is taking these counterfeit pills. So that's that's what we need to focus on. So, because I hear once in a while, I hear people about pharmaceuticals. I think you watched a program on Netflix. That's why you're bringing that up, right? Yeah. Laura, haha, laugh more, exercise. Yes, I need to laugh more and exercise. Arissa, did Face ever reply to your text? Yes, I texted him the other day. Face, your company, would they like to receive um, prayers for hiring you? And he said no, the company wants to remain anonymous. So I don't know the name of the company. He doesn't. They don't want to be. They don't want that shared. So God bless them regardless, right, for giving Face an opportunity. I appreciate that. Maureen O'Leary, She gave me a super sticker. Thank you, Maureen. I really appreciate you for the sticker. I'm grateful for you. Thank you very much. That's what it's all about. People stepping up. Yesterday, so again, I was with the Andon for like 2 hours, right? So did a U-turn or somewhere I shouldn't have done a U-turn, and I drove them right halfway across town, buying him food and letting him talk to his mom on my phone. Like that takes a lot of time, effort, miles. So when people donate, right, it goes to food, it goes to gas, um, and I appreciate you guys. Um, what else did I want to talk to you guys about? Anyways, I think I should. What time is it right now? 8:47. Gosh, we still have till midnight. I'm gonna drink coffee because it's a long wait till midnight. At least here in Phoenix, it's only 8:47, not even 9 yet. Face really deserved it. Maybe he can mentor these young gentlemen. Don't you guys believe that Face can be a like a public speaker? Don't you guys feel like he seems very genuine? He has good speaking skills, right? Because he speaks from the heart. So I think he's gonna do that in the future. He said he found a church. They accept him. The pastor or priest accepts him and says, "Hey, you're part of the church family. You're welcome here. Nobody's gonna judge you." So that was a pretty cool week for Face. He found a church and he found a job. So he's trying to find his spirituality, and he's trying to find independence and being able to provide for himself. So that's awesome. Raymond Guzman, how do the police out there treat you? They treat me okay. I respect them until they start getting disrespectful with me sometimes. So yeah, I respect the police. I respect the military. Just sometimes, they're human too. They make mistakes. I make mistakes. But yeah, for the most part, they're professional. For the most part, is that Deanie or Dean Stone? Love from Australia. Thank you for logging on in Australia. I bet you it's past midnight over there. It has to be. Amber Gibson, happy, holy, and blessed holiday season. Merry Christmas to you too, Amber. I appreciate you. Luisa Mantilla, 10:48 p.m. in New York, New York. Wow. That one officer, he assumed that I was soliciting. Gosh, I forgot her name. I forgot what the girl's name was that I was talking to, but he assumed that I was committing a crime. That's why he came out the way he did. Very, like he got me basically, right? I got you. That's what he was thinking. And then when he saw that I flipped the camera on him, he hated that. His expression changed and became sarcastic, waving at the camera. So that's very unprofessional, right? It's unbecoming of the badge, and right there he lost my respect. As soon as he did the little wave like a little 10-year-old little girl, that was not appropriate to start. That was not the appropriate way to start a conversation with a citizen, right? So he was disappointed when he found out that I wasn't committing a crime. I was just having a conversation. I wasn't soliciting. I wasn't doing anything wrong. And they always use the trespassing thing, right? Trespassing, right? That's just so they can come up and talk to you and ask you for your ID, right? That's the crime that I was committing, right? So if I was committing a crime, why did I not receive a citation? Was I not arrested? Because I really wasn't committing a crime. They use that as a tactic to go up, and I'm okay with that. right? I'm okay with that, right? That's okay. Come up to me so you know that I'm not committing a crime. I don't have. It's the way you approach me, right? That's when people lose respect for the badge, right? Is when you approach people sarcastically, not professional. That's what bugged me, right? So you can investigate whatever you think, and I'll let you know that hey, I'm just having a conversation with her, right? What are you doing? I'm just talking to her. That's all I was doing, right? Um, any drugs, any guns, any nope, got none of that. And he's like, okay, well, give me your ID. I'm gonna run you for warrants because I really want to arrest you, right? Once I arrest you, then I can search your car, right, and find all the guns and all the drugs that you have, right? So he was disappointed when I didn't have any warrants or any wants or anything like that. So he saw that I'm a veteran. He said, thank you for your service, and he said like trespassing like 10 times, right? Trespassing. You know you're trespassing. You're trespassing. So it's just kind of annoying. But I understand they have a tough job. I appreciate the police. I really do. They want to keep us safe. And he didn't know who I was. At the same token, be, if you don't know who I am, assume that I'm not committing a crime, right? Give me the benefit of the doubt. But as soon as he became unprofessional, then I lost a little respect for him. So, but he gained respect when he said, thank you for your service, and his demeanor changed when he walked back from his car because he saw that, I'm not a bad guy or whatever. So, Jose Gomez, thank you very much. I appreciate you. Arissa, yeah, he thought he was pick. Yeah, he thought. So the first cop went with my ID, the car, right, to run me on the computer, right, and the second cop, his partner, pulled her to the side, and he was talking to her like, "What are you guys doing?" And he's always she said he's trying to help me. We're just talking. He's doing a video, right? And so they've heard of me. The police have heard about me. So they put two and two together, and oh, this is who that guy is. So because I've been doing this for 2 years, I've had a lot of police interactions. I've had some not good interactions in the past, like really not good at all, where I was calling them names and stuff like that. So that kind of sucked when I did that, but I, you know, I shouldn't have done that. But sometimes they do things that upset me. So yeah, I wish they were professional at all times, and sometimes they lack that. So. Crystal Garcia, hello and Merry Christmas to you and your family. Crystal, thank you for logging on. Miranda Benavides, checking in. Thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Miranda, thank you for logging on for a little bit. Jackie Williams, it's some bad and good cops out there. Not all are bad. Absolutely right. I think it's only a few that are bad, but because in that profession, you're really not allowed to be bad, right? Because you swore an oath, right, to serve and protect, right? All of them did. So when one is bad, it ruins it for all the others, right? Because that's the only profession where you raise your hand to and you take an oath to serve and protect. So, but definitely, it's always just a few that ruin it for everybody else, right? So, I don't put a blanket. I don't generalize at all, right? It's like I just don't generalize. I try not to generalize. Give everybody the benefit of the doubt. I try. Rebel Girl, Merry Christmas. I'm fighting COVID. Rebel Girl, get better, get well. Thank you for logging on. Does Miggy annoy you too? Miggy does not annoy me because he didn't take an oath to protect and serve, and he doesn't have a badge on his chest, and he doesn't carry a sidearm. So he doesn't annoy me. Mentally ill people usually don't annoy me because I give them grace and compassion because they're mentally ill. Nicole Matthews, you're such a blessing to the less fortunate, and it's amazing that wonderful people like you are still out there. Thank you for everything you do. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Thank you, Nicole. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Jordan Sample. Thank you, Jordan. Merry Christmas to you and your family. I appreciate you. It was so sad seeing Lulu still on. You know what? I was in line to get on the freeway. I glanced and I saw her on on a sidewalk sitting down, and she was like writing something on a journal. So I flipped around. I'm always doing U-turns when I shouldn't, right? So I flipped around. I parked and came up to her and like, man, I hadn't seen you in like months. How have you been? And um, and then I saw her leg, right? And I saw that, man, you still haven't been to a doctor, huh? She's like, no, I want to go. And so if you look at the videos, right, she always says, I want to go. I've been thinking about going. I want to go. I really want to go. And it's heartbreaking. It's really sad. It's sad is what it is. So Joe Mo, 13 years ago today, my mom and aunt picked me up off the streets on New Year's Day. I'll be 13 years clean. Don't give up. Trust me, you can do it. Joe Mo, congratulations on your sobriety. It's your family not giving up on you, providing you support. 13 years clean. That's amazing. Katrina Regalado, happy holidays and Merry Christmas to you, Katrina. Thank you. I can't imagine the physical pain she has to be in. Yeah, I can't fathom. I can't even a broken leg and she's walking on it. She's putting weight on it. It doesn't matter if she's on a shopping cart or stroller or whatever. Even having your leg like that, just the pressure, right? The blood pressure going down to your leg, which is broken. And look, can you imagine all the damage that's going on in her leg right now? Like right now, this second, the damage that's happening, is it irreparable? Can they fix it? Do they have to cut it off? If she ever does go to the hospital, um, the only way the hospital would be able to take her, like kind of not by force, but if she's unconscious, right? If she's like unconscious, if she's out, they would take her, right? And then they would treat her for why is she unconscious, right? Is it an overdose? We're gonna help her with that. And oh, she's here with her leg. We're gonna fix her leg, right? So I personally think that she doesn't want to go to the doctor because she knows that it's gonna take months being in the hospital, right? Weeks, months being in the hospital, being in physical, what's it called? Physical therapy, right? Months of it. So if she's in the hospital getting her leg treated and getting physical therapy, she's away from the streets where her the pill is at. So that's what I think. That's what I suspect. Kelly S. Hello everyone, just getting here. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Kelly. Thank you for logging on. Janan, very painful, but she's numb to pain because of blues. Yeah, you're probably right. I hope she doesn't need to get an amputation, Arissa. Yes. Calvin H, thanks for logging on. That has to be damaging something in her leg. Yes, it has to be, right? Milani Morales. So, what does everyone on the streets do on holidays like Christmas? Um, so, you know what? I've asked this question before, and Christmas to folks on the streets, or at least the people that I've talked to, it's depressing for them, right? Half of the people I've talked to are have families, have kids, or had, right? Like Lulu, she has like two kids, two or three kids. half the people I've talked to have children, and so Christmas time is what family we're supposed to be with family, right? And so they're not, and so they want to be numb all day. They kind of ignore the holidays because they know they don't want to lose track of time. They don't want to know that it's Christmas because it's going to hurt them even more. So I've heard that. They've told me that, right? So it's really sad. Deborah Eckhart, hello from snowy, cold Ohio. The Buckeye State is getting a bunch of snow. Kelly, thank you. I don't think Chicano Duke. I don't think Carla is safe with Miggs. Hope she can get away from him. So look at it from this standpoint. If Carla was alone on the street, would she be safe? Would she be less safe than if she was with Miggs? Right? That's the way you have to look at it. Because she's going to be on the streets regardless. Carla was already on the streets before she met Miggs. She was already on the streets, right? So we all know how dangerous the streets are. We all know how she looks. She looks really young. She's 19, but she looks 15, right? She's little, she's petite. How long would she last on the streets by herself, right? So it's like the lesser of two evils, right? It's the lesser of two evils is the way you got to look at it, right? Um, it's just hard. It's what do you do? She's gonna be out there regardless. So to me, he protects her a little bit. Maureen O'Leary, North Carolina, USA, in the house. Thank you for joining, Maureen, from beautiful Tar Heel country, right? So Chapel Hill. SL Conley, I'm not a big fan of Miggy, but I agree she is safer paired with him. And again, we have to look at it that way, right? We have to look at it. You know, you don't have to be a fan. You don't have to like him. You don't have to give him props or anything like that. But at the very least, does he treat her 100% like a man should treat, his lady? No, obviously not. But he's mentally ill, right? He's suffering from trauma. Doesn't know how to deal with it. He probably doesn't know that he needs help, and it's just it's just a sad situation all the way around, unfortunately. If she was single, she might meet a better man to take care of her. Out in the streets, it's really tough to meet folks. What I've noticed is people on the streets, they surround themselves with people from the streets, right? Addiction, all that stuff. So it's I hear what you're saying though. I hear it and I understand where you're coming from. Yeah, Katrina Miggs is doing his best, right? So I think he didn't receive the best parenting. He didn't have the best upbringing, and to him, the way he lives is survival. He's surviving out there. He's not living. He's surviving. And for us, it's hard for us to comprehend. It's hard for me to comprehend. I've been interviewing him for months. I've been talking to him for 4 or 5 months, and it's still hard for me to understand like how they ended up in that situation, right? But Carla's mom was deported due to drugs 2 years ago. Okay, so there's that. Mig's mom lives in a tent next to his tent. So there's that. So obviously there's stuff going on some type of dysfunction when these people should be having the best upbringing and it's not happening. So, we as a society, we have to look at ourselves and what are we doing with our kids, with our children. At what point is it the government? Is it families? Is it parenting? Is it schools? Like, what's happening, man? It's a mess. Chicano Duke, Carla can check into a shelter that is a little safer than the street. Uh, yeah, she could, but she wouldn't because shelters have rules. The number one rule of a shelter: no drugs. Right. So these folks are out there in the street. They'd rather battle the cold, the heat, the rain, the hunger than to adhere to rule number one of a shelter. That's a fact right there. Um, it's like the hospital theory, right? Um, for Lulu, you know, on TikTok, at least the TikTok mentality, right? Low brain cells. They say, "Hey Lulu, if you come to England, you'll get free healthcare." Right? Those people don't understand that because it's an emergency, she would get free healthcare, right? The taxpayer would pay for it. She wouldn't have to pay, but again, Lulu doesn't want treatment, right? Just like Carla doesn't want to abide by rule number one of a shelter, which is no drugs. Like, she doesn't want that. Migs doesn't want that. They want the bed, they want the food of a shelter, but they don't want to abide by rule number one. They, it's like Lulu loves her kids, right? Lulu hates the pain that she's in because of her broken leg, but she doesn't want to be away from the drug. So she withstands all that pain, the heartache of not being with her kids for the past 2, 3 years, all for the power of addiction. So there's the flat truth, man. It's Does Carla use blues? Yes, I've seen it with my own eyes. Chicano Duke says, I was homeless, and that's true. People were over closing in the shelter or overdosing in the shelter. It depends on the individual, I guess. Absolutely. If the person wants help, there's programs, there's help out there. But the majority of the people that I interview, they don't want help. Carla doesn't want help. Maggie doesn't want help. Lulu doesn't want help. Andon, the kid from yesterday, he wanted help. He wanted help, and he allowed me to take him to a shelter. Right, where he got a bed, he got food, and he got to talk to his mom, and he's given himself an opportunity. Right, at least that's what I'm hoping for. But see the difference, right? I'm hoping that one day Carla will say that, hey, yeah, take me to shelter, I'm ready, right? Migs, hey, yeah, take me to a treatment center, I'm ready. Hey, Lulu, yeah, Art, you've asked me 10 times if you could take me to the hospital. Today, the 11th time, yes, I'm ready to be taken to the hospital to fix my leg. That's what I'm hoping for, right? That's why I keep looking for them, keep trying to talk to them, keep because maybe they'll surprise me the way Andon surprised me yesterday by taking them to the shelter. Calvin, I don't know why people in other countries don't know that the poor and needy here in the U.S. do get free healthcare. Yeah, free healthcare. Um, People in other countries want to bring down America, right? They want to, you know, even people here in America, America bash. I call them America bashers, right? Um, they'll bash America as racist, evil. You know, look at all the billionaires, millionaires aren't helping the poor. You have the richest greatest country supposedly on earth and not helping Lulu. And I'm like, man, just people are ill informed. They just don't know that there is healthcare. Lulu will get healthcare for her leg. So it's just ignorance, I think, more than anything. Crystal Garcia, thank you for being you. Thank you, Crystal. I appreciate you logging on. Lala, you're such a good man. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Lala. I appreciate you. Alfredo Guzman, this is a good question. Does interviewing these kids or adults take a toll on you? How do you deal with it at the end of the day? That's a really good question. I think I have a personality that's I'm able to compartmentalize. I'm able to kind of deal with these situations. I was in the military, so the military helped me like prepare mentally, physically, emotionally for not easy things. So that training, and but just my personality is well suited for this type of stuff, right? It's heartbreaking, and I'm a human, right? So I feel it, but I have to understand you can't save the world, right? I'm not Superman, right? I can't save the world. I can only help those that want to be helped. Like Andon, right? He's a perfect example. Andon wanted help, and I was put in his path to help him, right? Lulu doesn't want help. Carls and Migs don't want help, but these videos could potentially help somebody else that's going to watch it. See the difference? So, so yeah, that's why I keep doing it because I think I'm well equipped. Anthony Olvera, is this your full time job now? No, it is not. I do have a full time job. Danny P, yo, Lou, God help the taxpayers. Yes, all of us. When El Chapo got arrested, he said he's going to release the devil. Now the blue pill is all over. Have you seen or heard from Viviana? I have not. Raya, blessings in abundance from Texas. I hope everyone's having a blessed and joyful Christmas. It's 9:13 here, so it'll be Christmas in a couple hours, I guess. So blessings and Merry Christmas to you and your family out in Texas. So Mig says he wants a job, but only if Carla can work at the same job as he, even same hours. Dude, that's not how it works. Yeah, to you and I and all of us here, we understand the way the world works, but obviously he's suffering from just an illness, right? Whether it's mental, emotional, it might be a variety of issues. We know he's battling addiction, so he can't think clearly, he can't think rationally, right? He has his own, what I've noticed from people like Baby. And you guys remember Baby? I haven't seen him in like 6 months, but Baby, he he's built a whole new world, right? He literally thinks his name is Baby, right? He forgot about his real name. His real name is Job Mills. He forgot about that he was married. He forgot that he has kids. He forgot about that. He wiped that out of his memory, and now he's living a different life, a different persona. He thinks he's a rapper from New York, right? Making music, and so that it's just sad. Obviously, Baby is ill. Miggy, he's ill. So he doesn't think rationally the way you and I think, unfortunately, right? And so that's why it's critical that we prevent other MIGs from going out into the street. That's why you guys got to talk to your family, to your children, to your communities, and let them know, like, man, you stay away from these pills because you're going to end up like some of these folks, right? So it's tough. Pleasant dreams. Merry Christmas to you, pleasant dreams, and your family. Sonia Garcia, I pray one day you run into my son out there. Maybe something will sink into him. Sonia Garcia, my prayers go out to your son, to you. As a mother, you must be suffering and not knowing where he's at. Is he alive? Is he okay? That has to be brutal. I'm sorry you're going through that. I don't know how long that you've been going through that, but I know my mom went through that with my brother, and you know, women are stronger than men. That's for sure, right? We know you guys have babies for a reason because you guys are stronger. You guys can tolerate pain at a higher level than men. That's a fact. Um, so you know, my prayers and thoughts go out to you, Sonia, and your son. I hope that I do run into him. If you ever want to give me his name, send me his picture. My email is in the channel description, about me section tab on my YouTube channel. What is it? Lost in Phoenix YT at gmail.com. Send me his name, his picture, his photo, and I'll keep an eye out for your son out there. Okay. So thank you for sharing, Sonia. AD, Montreal, Canada here. Question: the neighborhoods that you film in, what kind of neighborhoods are they? Middle class, poor, bad areas in general? Is it suburban? Gosh, that's a good question. I would say poor and middle class, blue collar, poor, uh, impoverished, impoverished, poor, blue collar, middle class. They're everywhere. Andy Lomeli from Romania. Thanks for logging on from Romania. You're far. I think Nadia Comaneci was from Romania. I think she used to be a gymnast in the Olympics back in the 70s, 80s, I think. George Briseño. I recently gave up on my brother. 5 years, no job, just smoking weed, his life away. I tried so hard to help him, but now I have my firstborn to take care of and my own life. George, prayers for your brother that he regains control of his life. That's sad. Try to support him as best you can. You don't have to give up on him, but just let him know that you'll be there when he is ready, right? So it has to be tough because you have your life to lead. You have a newborn that you have to take care of. So try to find that balance. To help your, at least to let him know that you'll be there when he's ready for help. Until then, wish him the best of luck, right? So it's tough, George. So prayers for your brother to get well soon. Elon Musk, like what you're doing, Art. Thank you, Elon. I appreciate you. Get us to the moon. Marissa Hernandez, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. Love what you're doing, helping people out. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Marissa. Merry Christmas to your family. I appreciate you. Anyways, I'm gonna log off. Hour and 34 minutes. Holy crap! I'm gonna go drink some coffee because midnight isn't coming fast enough. But it was really nice getting talking to you guys. I appreciate you guys for logging on, um, spending a little bit of your time with me. Merry Christmas to you and your families. Hopefully, Santa brings you everything you want, you need, and you deserve. Um, I'll be seeing you guys. I'll be talking to you guys very soon. Another live session. Until then, please stay safe. God bless you guys. Merry Christmas. Okay. Bye, gang.